Welcome, everyone. This is Todd Morgan, CEO of RealEstateAcademy.net, America's premier online learning center for real estate investors worldwide. And I'm so happy to have you on this webinar tonight. I want to thank everyone who's taken time out of their busy schedule to get in here and actually spend some time in your own education. I'm very, very excited and very pleased to be presenting quite an amazing speaker tonight. You really, this company and this person you're going to meet tonight, they are doing some serious amount of deals right now in this economy, and I'm very, very pleased to introduce you here to my good friend Todd. Todd, are you out there?
I am. Thanks.
Awesome. And, basically we're going to be talking about tonight is really what the hottest and most lucrative area in foreclosure investing and real estate investing today, and that is REOs. So, guys, hold on to your hat. This is going to be a jam-packed, very informative presentation. It's content-rich, and you're going to be talking to, a person and a group of people right now that are doing literally tens and tens of deals every single month. I'm talking to you about a boatload of deals every single month. If there's anybody right now that knows how to take advantage of this current marketplace and really pile up a lot of property, a lot of cash flow, a lot of great deals, then this is the group. And so I'm very, very proud to present this group to you tonight. But before we get started, we have a few rituals. First of all, I always like to start the webinar by congratulating and thanking you. I'm just so pleased, and I have the good pleasure in my life to associate with people who are success seekers like myself. And I don't take it lightly that the people that I'm associating with on the webinar or through email or through events or through other places where I might meet you, we're kind of peas in a pod, so to speak. We spend a lot of time learning from seminars and webinars and books and all kinds of things in an effort to further our career, further our wealth cycle. And so I'm very, very thankful that you've taken the time today. And you already are in the upper echelon of people, I know, because less than 3% will, in the U.S. and Canada will spend time on continuing education. So we are a rare breed, everyone that's on the line here tonight. So thank you for taking time out of your schedule and being on this very, very informative webinar. And I can guarantee you that by being on this webinar, you're going to learn some amazing, incredible stuff from real people that are really doing it right now in today's economy, and that's what it's all about. Learn from the people that are actually doing it. So with that said, before we get started here, just want to, first of all, encourage you to close the door, put up the Do Not Disturb sign, really focus in on this information. If we were together on a seminar, obviously I could put an usher by the door, and I could make sure you stay in the room. I could put that big fat guy by the door, and he has nunchucks in his hand, so if you try to go past the door, he just stands in front of the door. I can't do that, okay? So I'm asking you, we've got a guest speaker who's really taken time out of his schedule. He's a very busy person, a very successful person. Do him the courtesy and do yourself the favor of really paying attention to this information and turning off your cell phones and turning off anything that would distract you. Really pay attention to this presentation, because for you tonight, this could be the difference between you making tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars or not making any future money from the benefit of this presentation. So with that said, I'm going to turn it over to our guest speaker, and I'm going to be listening all the way through this, and I may chime in there a few different times if that's okay. And with that said, I'm going to turn it over to you, Todd.
Well, thanks a lot, Todd. It's like an echo in here, Todd saying Todd. Hey, I want to welcome everyone here tonight. I'm going to tell you that we're not going to waste your time here today. There's a lot of things out there that you can do in the real estate market. We're going to focus on those things where you actually make money. But we're getting some feedback here, so somebody needs to mute their phone if they've got their phone on the sound, because we're hearing that coming through. Let's talk a little bit about what my promise is to you. We're not going to talk about systems or any of those other types of things. We're going to tell you how to make money in the real estate market, whether you know much about the real estate market or not. And that really is my promise to you. What we're going to do is we're going to show you a cash flow for life income stream that you're going to be able to make in the real estate market regardless of the current or future economic conditions. And that's really, really important here. We're not going to show you how you can go out there, buy low and hold, and somehow, hopefully, the market recovers and you're going to make all this money 10 years from now. We want to show you how you can make cash flow or life starting today. And here's some good reasons why you might want to stay to the end of the webinar. First of all, we're going to show you how to achieve 12%, 15%, or even more in positive cash flow on safe real estate investments. Now, obviously, the market's not going up for 12 to 15% per year, so how are we doing that? Stay and you'll find out. We're going to show you how to target the right markets. Boy, there's a lot of stuff out there that you can buy. What is the right market? What are the right types of properties to hold right now? We're going to show you. We're going to show you why flipping probably isn't the only option, and is definitely not the only option, and it's probably not the best option if you want to make serious money right now. Okay, all of us that have been involved with real estate know that you can make a lot of money in real estate, but we also know that a lot of that is dependent upon the market going up. We're going to show you there's a better way to do it. We're going to show you how you can hold that real estate and still make a 5-figure income each and every month. And this is possible. In fact, it's not just possible, it's happening to our clients right now as we speak. First of all, let me kind of introduce you to myself. I know I'm just a voice on the other end of the line, and so I'd like to kind of show a picture. This is, as I tell people, this is the whole family. This is myself, my lovely wife. I have 2 kids and a dog, and I got my bachelor's in computer science, so I'm a computer geek. I tell everyone loud and proud. Started my career as a software engineer, and in 1995 I started my own software company. And like I said, even though I started that company, I'm still a serious geek, and built that up to a $30 million business, 50-plus employees. In fact, we were in what's called the Utah 100 for 7 out of 10 years. That's the 100 fastest growing companies in Utah. And so you'll learn a lot of stuff when you're running a company, and you obviously have to expand your skill set beyond just computer geekdom. And so I did learn a lot, and that allowed me to step out of corporate America at age 42. So the question really becomes, why am I here? Pretty simple. We haven't seen a real estate market like this since the early 20th century, folks, and we're never going to see it again, probably not in our lifetimes at least. And where there is a unique market, there are unique opportunities, and there are some opportunities out there that you're just never going to see again. If you're waiting to get into the market, I don't know what you're waiting for. Because that old adage, buy low, sell high, or lose money, you know what? That's accurate. And I don't think we're ever going to see it this low again, at least not in our lifetimes. And that's not rhetoric. Okay, can you imagine another point in time when a house like this is going to cost you $45,000? Now, that's not just a nice little home. It's a home that's rehabbed. It's a home that's rented. It's a home, that you can make a lot of money on. And guess what? All of these homes are bringing in more than $5,000 a year in profit. And that's happening regardless of what's happening to the market. Now, these aren't McMansions. These are starter homes. In fact, probably similar to the home that you first bought when you first got started. And you know what? That's where the money is. That's not rhetoric. Now, imagine, what if you could buy these types of properties, these REOs, and there was a guaranteed clean title. It was completely rehabbed. It was rented. It was under contract with a trusted local property management company, and you were making money day one. Sound like a good deal? It is a good deal. You'd never have to worry about tenants or toilets because now you're an investor. And what's nice about it is that with Marquis, what we've done is gone out there and remove a lot of the risk associated with being involved in real estate. Why? Because each one of these steps introduces risk. Well, there's no risk when you know what you're doing. And we know what we're doing here, and we take those elements out of the way for you. And we'll talk a little bit more about that as we go along. Now, can you imagine an investment where you're making over $5,000 a year in positive with a yearly ROI of 12% or more? Well, are you in the right place? I don't know. You got to ask that question of yourself. Do you really want to miss out on the biggest real estate boom in our lifetime? You can imagine a time when homes are going to be cheaper? And if not now, then when? See, we've all learned about real estate. There's a lot of information out there about real estate, but I'll tell you what, all the knowledge in the world doesn't make you one penny unless you apply it. So the time's now, and really, it's time for you to be the investor you've always wanted to be. That's the time. And that's not a sales pitch. That's just reality. Investing 101. Warren Buffett said, look, if you want to make real money, you got to position yourself in front of a growth curve. Not in the middle, not at the end, but at the inception. So it's pretty easy to figure out today, where do you think we are? Do you think we're closer to the bottom of the market, or do you think we're closer to the top of the market? Well, probably closer to the bottom. I think we can all agree. And that's why, guess what? This once-in-a-lifetime opportunity might be just that. Once in a lifetime. And again, not rhetoric, people. Not rhetoric. That's why I'm here. Hopefully that's why you're here too. So, yet in spite of that, most people are going to sit it out. So if we look at this, this is a statistic which I find very, very interesting. 82% of people out there are dependent, working, 13% are dead, 4% are well-to-do, 1% are wealthy. Well, you know what that boils down to? It means that 95% of Americans are broke, dead, or just plain dead broke. Where are you? Well, you know what? The nice thing about living in America is that where you're at today does not have to do anything with where you can be tomorrow. You get to make that decision. But if we broke down that 5%, we looked at those 5%, where do you think they really exist? There's a few attorneys, there's a few CEOs and doctors and heirs out there, but that accounts for a very minor percentage of the people that are making money. The people that are making money are entrepreneurs. That's it. Those are the people that are making money. And they're the people that have automated cash flow. What does that mean? It means while they're sleeping, they're making money. They're not trading time for money. So the problem is, no matter how much money you make on an hourly basis, there's only 24 hours in the day. If you really want to become wealthy, you needed that automated cash flow. Now, there's lots of different kinds of businesses out there. So what kind of business should I be in? Well, historically, obviously, one of the most important streams of income for wealth, true wealth creators, has always been real estate. In fact, Rockefeller said the major fortunes in America have been made in land. God only made so much of it, he's not making any more. That's it. Fixed commodity. Okay, it is out there. If you want it, you can have it. But when we look at real estate today, I understand what people are saying. And in fact, this is probably what I thought not too long ago. The trends seem to be bad. And if you look at the market, it's down 19%, largest decline, since this index was even started. We all know about the housing bust. 12% of American homes are in trouble. 5.4 million homeowners are at least 1 month late on their mortgage. I was looking at a report the other day. It said in Vegas, over 80% of the homes owned are underwater, meaning they owe more money on that home than it's actually worth. This is really kind of staggering statistics. So you look at that and you go, man, I don't know if that's really a market I want to be in. But everything is not as it seems. This is a quote I saw, and it says, up to 45% of the world's wealth has been destroyed by the global credit crisis. I think that's a global crock of crap. Okay, excuse my French, but this statement could not be more wrong. What, did it just disappear? I don't think so. It just got transferred to somebody else. See, America is not broke. There's $9.5 trillion sitting on the sidelines waiting to be best invested. There's another $6.8 trillion in qualified retirement funds. How many of you guys have a 401k or an IRA that's probably losing money right now? Well, what do you think is going to happen when those people decide to get off the sidelines? And what happens when they decide to start buying these homes that are cheaper than they've ever been or ever will be again? Well, prices are going to skyrocket. Now, while that's interesting, I'm going to tell you that's not the most interesting thing about the market that we're in today. That is not